In this first example, we're going to create a simple title over a video clip, and then I will make a video appear around the border using the SQ1 RealTime Mattes. Here we go. Okay, to begin with, I start by placing my video clip on the storyboard. Now, I'm going to go ahead into the Neotype CG program. Within Neotype, you can see that I have my composition window. This is the area where I type in my title. But before I type anything in, I'm going to change the pre-selected font, which happens to be Arial for ScreenPlay. I'm going to go down here and I'm going to select one called African. This particular font comes bundled with our photo frames and font CD. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and type in my title. And there it appears. Now, it is a hair long, so what you can do is you can either grab one of these resizing corners and actually, while holding the left mouse button, you can drag it over and then let go, and it will resize for you automatically. You can also change the size using the up and down arrow here on the resizing feature. This happens to look pretty good though. Now, down here, for those of you that don't know, we have a justification tool. This tool here does left, center, and right justification. In this case, I want to keep it in the center, so I'll just knock it there into the center. And I don't want to place it in the middle, and yet I don't want it to go all the way to the bottom. I want somewhere halfway in between, so I'm just going to go ahead and drag it by hand. Oh, about there. And the only other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a color, an internal color within this. And I think I like this one here. That's right. These other little buttons allows you to change the aspect ratio of the font. So that looks pretty good right there. Now, here's a tip. Let's say you've spent a lot of time creating this style. You can actually save this style within the style bin by clicking on this little icon here. And what this will do is it actually will save this font style for future use. Alright? So at this point I feel pretty complete with all of this. So I'm just going to go ahead and select File and select Save Title. And I will go ahead and call this Quiet and click OK. And now, as it saves, we will now go back into our main editing screen and locate our title in the graphics bin. And there it is. So now I can just bring it down to my storyboard, and I can highlight the clip and play it out. And there you have it, your title over your video. Now, we're going to add one more element, and that was the border video. So I'm going to go to my video folder. I'm going to drag down this clip here called Ocean 5. Both of these clips are available on the Exotic Video DVD that we have available. And I'm going to change, first of all, I'm going to change the color. With this orange within this lagoon scene, I think I'm going to change the color so that it works a little bit better here. So we'll change the color of the water. Let's see, we're going to take out some green and maybe add a little blue. And that's pretty good right there. We'll leave it at that. Now, before you can use an SQ1 matte, you want to make sure that both clips are of the same length. So if I highlight my lagoon video and go to details, I can see that it's 15 seconds long. I want to make sure that my ocean video is the same length. So simply highlight that and type in 15 seconds, hit enter, and now both clips are the same length. So now when I go look for my SQ1 Mattes, they are located in the transition bin. There's a drawer called SQ1 Mattes. Double click, And I'm looking for frame 7. There we go. I have not loaded all of the mats. There are many, many more mats available. I only loaded selected few that I like. Frame 7 happens to be one of my favorites. I'll go ahead and drag that down. And we can see immediately here, when we press play, how all of this is working. Pretty darn cool, huh? So you can see how easy that was, creating your title, saving it, bringing it down under your video clip, introducing the next video clip along with the SQ1 matte. Creates a pretty neat look. Now here's a tip about SQ1 mattes. When they initially load, they have a duration time of only 1 second. Don't be afraid to lengthen them to their maximum length. This way, when you drag them down onto the storyboard, they will automatically shorten depending on the length of the clip that you're putting them with. Okay? Let's move on to the next example.